Okay, this message is all about you and this connection. Okay, so this may get pretty specific here. So take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to be going through this while I'm speaking. I'm going to be speaking more to like the divine feminine. Okay, but masculine energy, obviously, it's like it's coming through. Okay, there's a lot of masculine energy coming through. Flip it however you want. It's just energy. What I'm starting out with is that with this is a very intense connection. It is very intense. It's highly spiritual. I mean, it's like there is honestly no question that this is a twin type of connection. This is a tantric twin journey that you are on. Very sensual, it's life-changing, it's transforming, it's transmutation. It is coming into full consciousness together, all right? So you are given this beautiful connection, all right? Spiritually speaking right now, I believe that either A, you barely know this person, okay, or B, you don't know who this person actually is. Maybe you've come into close contact with this person, okay? Maybe you've locked eyes with this person, something like that. But I do not think that you have been in a, I don't think you're definitely not in physical contact right now currently. I do not think either that this is a back and forth, we're on, we're off, we're back, we're in, we're out type of in and out physically connection. I think spiritually speaking, yes, because if you're on a twin journey, you kind of understand the push and pull energy. You understand that spiritually sometimes it goes in and out. There's separation, and then there's being together in union in the spiritual, because it's all about how are we healing, what are we working on right now, and why this came together. Okay, and I'm feeling like a major heart chakra release right now as I'm speaking. So this isn't just passion, okay, and like sensual and like passion explosion, explosive type of energy. It is also in loving, full on loving surrender type of energy. So I think that maybe this masculine energy recently has surrendered up, because I think you've been there. You've been in the surrender state with this masculine. And I think they had to get into a surrender state. I think that they wanted, maybe there was a separation between the two of you recently, but the separation, I'm telling you right now, with this masculine energy, it was really difficult on them. This was a challenge. The separation, I think in the spiritual sense, they had to, this helped them fully, I think, grasp this connection, the separation, and realize that some of the 3D circumstances they're letting go of, and they're shedding that ego. They're letting go. They want to surrender that, because they feel like this is a very strong, powerful connection that I'm not going to get anywhere else. Okay, like they realize this is a once in a lifetime type of opportunity. And I don't think they're looking at it as, I mean, maybe they are looking at it as like a marriage, but I think they're going to be like, we're going to take this one day at a time. And if we get to know each other really deep in the physical and it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But at least I took the leap and I take the jump and I took a chance, because that's kind of what I'm getting. I think that there's been maybe some 3D obstacles in the way. There may be something where you guys have like mutual friends, and there's been some like exes that you know, or something like, there's something kind of like that is what I'm getting. Like I kind of know their ex, and it's kind of awkward. And a part of me thinks that is what is going on here for some of you. For some of you, I just don't think you know this person, or you briefly have met this person and it was like an eye exchange and boom. And you've kind of been on maybe a wild ride since then. or maybe you divine feminine were already like, maybe you had a spontaneous awakening and then you locked eyes with this masculine, and it sent them through this spiritual loop, this spiritual journey that at first they weren't quite clear. It wasn't clear to them who you were to them. Okay. They, maybe they pushed this away. They wanted to block this out. It was possibly even annoying to them because they didn't know. They aren't in, right? Like as a divine feminine, you had already been through the spiritual. And I feel like when you locked eyes with this person, you were told that that was your divine masculine. I think that's who I'm talking to right now. Okay. So, but again, everybody's different. But this is not a toxic off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on constant and any form. I do not condone or sit and like promote any like waiting for somebody who's like who's toxic and isn't gonna change, okay, and just keeps wanting to come back and pull you back in. That is not a twin flame journey from God, okay? This is not the divine's work. The divine wants you with a healed masculine energy, and I think that is why who I'm talking to, this masculine hasn't actually come into the physical yet, because you deserve a masculine that's healed, that's ready, that is stable in the physical as well. And so I think once they wrapped their head around what this connection was, I think that they've started to work on pieces, physical pieces, maybe like, this is where I need to be to start talking to her. This is where I need to be to go on to a date with her. And not just physical or not just spiritual, but the both, merging the two together. This energy, they weren't ready at all for you. All right. So there was something about immaturity and lacking substance, lacking a vision. That too is what I'm getting. So I think you two came together, and a part of me thinks that maybe you guys have similar paths. So maybe you've always felt kind of lost. Like, what is my soul's purpose? Maybe you've changed careers quite a bit through your life as a light worker, as a starseed, as anybody that's has spiritual gifts. That's pretty common. You just don't feel at home. You don't feel you're in your right place. And so you switch up a lot. You change up a lot. And I wonder if this masculine has also been on that same type of ride in their life, just unclear of a vision, unclear of their true journey, their soul's presence. So it's you two came together for this alignment, for your soul's mission alignment, knowing, and I think divine feminine, I think that you know what your mission is. Recently, maybe you've been told, and you connected with this masculine to help them on their soul's mission and their soul's journey. I don't know if you guys are going to do the exact same type of work. I think maybe they're just different, but I think spiritually aligning you two together, you two kind of push each other in the spiritual realm of, this is where you need to go next. These are the steps that you should take so that we can eventually come together in the physical. I do believe that this came together to come to this like consciousness, okay, this spiritual awareness, this frequency of consciousness, that maybe even like, that Christ consciousness and the universal love, because they didn't have this. They didn't have this heart chakra opening or this heart chakra clearing until you guys locked eyes. And then they went through the ego death. And I think that they've maybe have possibly pushed their first ego death away. And I think that they pushed it away and didn't want to heal, didn't want to sit with it, didn't want to explore that side of them at all. I think that's what they did. I don't think that and I think that they've been recently, it's just like divine order, divine orchestration, almost like something pushed them over. Like they were like, nope, you're doing this. And they were pushed into the spiritual piece. And it's almost like they had this ego death. Maybe you guys saw each other again, and maybe you locked eyes a second time. And this completely pushed them into this journey, onto this journey. And I think that because I think that they're just now coming out of this and into the frequency of like emergence to, you know, just like let it flow, let the beauty flow, let them flow into their like divine purpose and path. And that leads to you. Like this is leading to you in the physical. Because I don't think, I am getting that you guys are supposed to line up to be together in the physical. There is something about communication and passion. Okay, so I don't know if you two, if this is like your soul mission, your business is this connection is leading you to that or has led you to that, and vice versa for them too. And it may have something to do with speaking. It may have something to do with sharing sharing your story, or and spreading like, you know, consciousness and universal love to others through communication. I do believe that they want to communicate soon, because I do think that they are like feeling a very strong pull towards you. And if they are, it is because you, Divine Feminine, are on your path. You are working in your purpose and your path, and you have more of a clear direction. So they're feeling an extremely strong pull to where they feel like they can't push this away anymore. And I think, Divine Feminine, there's a couple of things, and I want, because I'm thinking like, well, why are we still blocked? It is right now, they're at this place where they're aligned as well with their purpose and with you, I believe. And they have actually, within this second round of Dark Night of the Soul, because like I said, I think they've had 2 rounds, or they had like a mini round and then a full one. And I think that now it's like more change will come when you two come together. But you're at the point now where if you come together in the physical, there won't be back and forth, the push and pull, the heartbreak, the leaving me because you're running, because this hurts so much, this hurts and I haven't done the work. I think that they have done the work. But Divine Feminine, here is the thing. The Divine Feminine that I'm speaking to, there is something about I thought I was ready, but I'm not. And that's what I'm hearing. I thought I was ready to come together with you in the physical, but I'm not yet ready. I'm not quite ready for this. And it is because there's a couple of things, okay, that I'm picking up. Divine Feminine, there is still some shadow work that needs to be done. There is still some like memories like of like that you are holding on to from the past that needs to almost be like cleared away or worked through and healed from, because there's still some healing is what I'm getting. There's something that needs to be healed within. A part of you, I think, feels like when this connection comes in, I'm telling you, this connection is extremely powerful to where you might go, how is this connection even possible? This is insane. Like, that is how, with this tantric twin journey that you are on, it's like a beautiful, spiritually aligned, I've never felt this way in my life with anybody else. So it's a very magnetic, draw you in energy. And if you aren't ready, Divine Feminine, even if you say, I am ready in my mind, like I'm ready, my ego self is ready because I want to be, you know, I want to be held. I want to be held. I want to be cuddled. I want to go out on our dates. I want to do this. And like, that's your ego self. Okay. I think you're going to get there. You're going to know, like, there's something about how you don't feel ready, or maybe this is them too, in a way, with as far as like the physical piece, the physical foundation, because maybe you've recently has changed careers. Maybe you're decided to start a business recently. Maybe you just recently had a clear like knowing of what your path is. And now that needs to be focused on, instead of allowing another person to come in. Because when this person comes in, there's going to be, I'm telling you, this is a very fulfilling relationship. This is very fulfilling. You're going to feel fulfilled with this person, but I want you to go into this relationship completely fulfilled within yourself, fully first, before opening up to this person. So whatever that means to you, making sure that you are loving yourself and you also feel worthy of this amazing relationship. Because that's what this is. This relationship is so new. It's just like the feeling. It's like this like extraordinary type of feeling that honestly, when you go out to try to tell somebody to describe this type of love with somebody, you're not even like, you don't even, you're going to have any words for it. Because that's what I'm getting. Like I'm almost getting I'm speechless with this person. And you guys, but I do feel like when the time is right and you come together, and for some of you, I am getting this fall. So I'm getting, you're on the right track right now with what you're doing, and you know that. And if you just continue on for continue on for a few more weeks, this person, this energy, this masculine energy, they're going to be coming towards you. Okay. And this is going to be like an opening. I'm going to open up to you. Like I've never opened up to another person before. That's how you're aligning. Okay. And, and you know that this change, this is going to be like a change up of energy. You're going to feel this when it is ready. You're just going to feel it, or you're going to hear it. And it's going to be like, it's going to say green light, go, or it is time. It's time. Like they're going to know when it's time. They've been told to be patient, and that's what they're doing. They're holding space. They're being patient. And you are too. You're not feeling it with anyone else. That's it. And the same, if you're worried about it, I'm telling you, no, like they're not out there looking for it with anybody else. Okay. Maybe they've been there, done that. They realized it's not going to work. Like they want this, and they want at least try in the physical to see what happens with this. All right. So I think whoever I'm speaking to with this message, they want to try. They're going to be coming in soon. So you need to continue on with this healing journey, with this shadow work. Okay. Continue on with your light energy, your high vibration, your meditations and your affirmations, your manifestations. I do think the Lionsgate portal was extremely strong for you in this last Lionsgate portal for what it is that you were trying to manifest. I do see it coming to you really, really soon. I see what you were I'm hearing July. Okay. So if you had a big one that you were trying to manifest over the Lionsgate portal, part of that is coming to you and coming through to you by July, this July 2026. As long as you stay in alignment, this person may actually help you, push you into that. Because I feel like if this was part of your manifestation that you did during the Lionsgate portal, the relationship end of it, your masculine energy, the masculine situation, I do feel like that if that was something that's coming through before the other thing, if you were trying to this resonates and you were trying to manifest two different things, the other manifestation that you were trying to put out there, I'm seeing that it is by this time next year. All right. So hang in there with that. It's a year's like no time at all. Okay. I think that this person's going to push that through for you. Actually, their energy and your energy combined. It's like, you can't like, it's divine. It's a divine counterpart type of situation. All right. So, there's something though about the sacral chakra, something about your sacral chakra work. It's their sacral chakra maybe is blocked, or your sacral chakra, or you need to continue to work on it to clear it out. That's part of it too. That may be a part of the healing work that you're doing, something with your sacral chakra. Okay. But your sacral chakra, it supports when it's open, it supports your ability to create, to manifest, okay, manifest success and abundance, and really get you in that like creative mode. So it's either, maybe one or the other, but I feel like you as a divine feminine, keep working on that heart space, your heart chakra, and keep working on the sacral chakra clearing and your shadow work, and what your passion is too. Because your passion, whatever that passion project is, or that business, or that side hustle, that's creating a lot of joy in your life, which then obviously that's like an amazing frequency to be in, right? More will come to you. So, okay, well, I think that's all I have. That's an exciting message, right? So anyway, I hope that resonated. If it did, like, share, subscribe, comment below. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.